Hello, I'm Lisa and I have two adult children, age 40 and 33 with FASD. And I have two grandchildren who are currently both living with me. I have one who's 16 and the other is 2 years old.
Hi, I'm Dorothy, and my husband and I raised two sons with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder. We have a number of grandchildren ranging in age from 25 to 10 and three great-grandchildren aged 3 and 4. Between the maternal grandparents and us, we apprehended and raised our three oldest grandchildren.
Lives change quite a bit when you have grandchildren come to live with you, and there's lots of challenges. There's stressors.
There were lots of stressors to deal with. We had emotional stressors, financial issues, and concerns about safety issues as well. We were worried about our own ability to cope, not only with the raising our grandchildren, but still supporting our children and also supporting our elderly parents at the same time as we were working full-time. We felt exhausted, both physically and mentally. It's not the same parenting at 50 as it is parenting at 20. We don't have the resources that we had earlier.
And there's some pretty wonderful things as well.
We felt an incredible amount of joy in watching these resilient little beings grow up to be competent, capable, and loving adults. Our story is not unique. I've talked to lots of grandparents who are raising their grandchildren. And this type of parenting, though, is unique. It's not the same as foster parenting or adoptive parenting or parenting your own kids. There are some unique challenges with it. Except we don't really know what most people's experience is because there's been no research done in that area.
There's very little information for us in terms of coping and supports, and we're pretty well out there on our own. And I would like to see that change. And one of the ways that I think that it can change is through really good research.
Without the research in the area, it's really hard to know what the best practices are, to see what kinds of supports people who are raising their grandchildren need. We don't understand what that life trajectory is like and what kinds of supports need to be there for the kids when their grandparents are no longer around, because we're not going to be around for them and to support them for as long as we have been around to support our kids.
So what would I like to see out of research? Well, first of all, I think as a society, we need to recognize the role that grandparents are playing more and more and actively raising grandchildren.
We need information to be able to change and influence public policy and practices to support grandparents who are raising their grandchildren.
I think we need to know what's working for grandparents, what's not. How do we go about setting up really positive support groups for us? How do we encourage the successful parts of what's going on?
And we need to be able to speak collectively as a group rather than trying to individually advocate for services and supports.
And the recognition of what it means for us to be supporting and looking after kids that would otherwise be in the system. We need to know that there's a community out there for us.